All right, we have to take a video of you in a little bit. Be ready.
You have to take a video of me. I'm not in your podcast. Don't even think about us.
I mean, you wouldn't really be in my podcast. That's not really what it's for.
I have no makeup on. Yes.
What are you talking about? All right, I'm doing a little intro and bringing each of you on individually. So, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. This is going to be really fun. Knock, knock. Who's there? I am. I don't know what to say. I never really do an intro. Like, this is, okay. What's up? I'm about to introduce the two. I can't hear y'all right now for the record. I see you backstage, but I don't know what you said. Now you're laughing. They must be talking smack. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Avana, if Avana's involved, there's always smack being talked. But anyway. I can see her little face, and she just called me a bad word that I won't repeat. It's like, nah. So listen. Oh, I guess I just gave it away. The most important people to me ever in life are about to create the most special episode that we've had thus far. Why? Because yesterday was Mother's Day, and now here we are about to highlight my mother, and who better to do that than her first daughter, her second daughter, and then her one and only baby boy, the son. What are you laughing at? What is funny?
Wow. What a hell of an intro.
What did I do?
I was going to say, there's no better way to honor her than her seeds.
Her seeds. Because she's
and
the
in
tree.
this corner.
Coming in at
87 pounds, 3 ounces.
In this corner.
87 pounds, 3 ounces.
Avana.
Do you guys know how much you weighed when you were born? Anyone know their birth weights?
No. Thank you guys for taking out the time. This is really exciting. So as everybody knows, Avana lives in Georgia.
And A-Town.
And I scooted myself down to North Carolina. And Ravi's at home. But I'm home to visit my mom. And I'm in her office right now. I'm excited because the questions are going to be creative and nuanced. While I have one of those awesome card decks from The And, which is like the skin deep cards or whatever. I've been looking through the deck and I'm going to finagle. Is it finagle or finangle?
Finagle.
No, it is not. It's finagle.
Finagle.
My name is Ava. My mother and father named me Ava. And my favorite thing about my mama is going to have to be,
One thing, you got one sentence, make it quick. These are just like our opening
statements. This is just our little opening intro situation.
Statements.
My favorite thing about my mama is going to have to be her loyalty. And we'll get into that a little bit more later. But how loyal she is.
Okay,
that's
a good one.
What's your favorite thing about your mom?
They named me Avana for Ava not available.
If I'm not here.
Is she saying she's not available?
So, anyways, welcome to the Mirage Podcast. Ava's not available, so you got the next best thing. Avana, your backup host when Ava is not available. So, anyways.
At least we can interview each other. Last time Ava left, I had to interview myself.
She doesn't have a complex about that at all. There's no complex. No, what do you mean?
No, not at all.
Great job, Mom.
Y'all are so clever. Y'all are so clever for that one.
Original.
Yeah, very. Okay, so I think my favorite thing about Shelly is, this is hard. Wait, because it's like it has to be like quick, rapid fire.
It's got to be rapid fire, but then it's like when you think about your mom, you think about a trillion million things.
Her loyalty, her I feel like she's reliable, like so overly reliable, but like that ties into loyalty as well. My favorite thing about my mom is her like go-getter. Like anything she wants, she has, or she has gotten, or she knows how to get it. She can work to it and set a goal and like literally do it. Her whole life is just that.
My name's Ravi because what was it?
Ravi Shankar.
I thought it was also, well, it was supposed to be Ava, Avana, and Avi, and then somewhere it got changed to Ravi. Yeah.
Ra because of sun and sun
V
god.
is little
something.
sun.
Yes.
My name translates to little sun god. My entire life has been a joke.
Aww.
It's all just one big pun.
It's okay. At least you're not Big Bird and Little Bird like me and Ava.
I forgot about that.
My favorite thing about mom is Mom has been very challenging for me, but only because she's a role model for me in so many different aspects. I feel like role model is the big thing. Like she's a lot of things that I feel like I'm not. And sometimes it's a rub, but 95% of the time it's a really, really awesome thing that I appreciate having.
Do we all agree with that? She's a lot of things that we are not.
She is trustworthy. Wait, no. What'd you say?
Dang, hold on. I thought I was
I
wait
mean-
a second.
Wait, you don't think she's trustworthy? No, I'm trying
No,
to.
I'm saying
No, you're saying
the point.
you don't think we're trustworthy.
The point is, she's a lot of things that we are
No.
not.
I was just trying to reiterate what all three of us have said, and I was trying to remember what Ava
Oh,
said.
But what are the things that she is that we are not, though? Oh, you were recapping. Avana, please take it away, co-host. Recap what the three of us have said is our favorite thing.
I forget now.
I said her loyalty. You mentioned her loyalty and
yes.
dedication as well.
Her go-getterness
Go-getterness.
and
She's outgoing.
her role model. Yeah, she's a
Mhm.
role model for so
Yeah.
many people.
Yeah, a lot of people. I thought about how extroverted she is, Ravi. I'm glad you brought that up.
I don't know
Also-
why. You know how aggravating it was being a little kid, and she would be like, "Go ask that worker. Tell him I need help in the store." And I'm like, "Mom, I don't want to talk to strangers in the store."
That is
even
just
know-
you.
Mom, do you even know if they work here? Why would you
Go
do
up
it
to that woman in a
anyone?
red shirt in Target and ask where this is. Excuse me.
Tell them.
She was like,
need
"I don't work
help. Tell them I need help.
You're the only one that had a problem with that, I think. I don't know. I mean,
Ravi, how did you feel about doing that all the time in every store?
There was that, even to this day, the one that still gets to me. Oh god, it's becoming a roast.
wait, I was gonna say, okay, we're roasting. Go
We were
ahead,
trying to
roast
do
away.
it
No, we're
at
not
the end,
roasting.
but
the one that gets me is, oh, I forgot something. Go get in line. And then I'm just standing with the person up front, like, hey.
doo-doo-doo. She just said she forgot one thing. Hold
Yeah,
on.
she just forgot one thing. She'll be here in about 15 minutes. And then there's like a line behind us, and you gotta look at the people in line and be
You're
like, I'm waiting for my mom. Sorry.
right. I'm waiting for my mom.
Oh my God. Gosh,
20-year-old
I
man
hate
in the store, like, oh, I'm waiting for mom. Sorry.
She does that so much. I forgot about this.
And it's like, what kind of stuff did she forget? It's never anything like, what, girl, you could have went back and got that later.
Chocolate chips, butter, like ice cream.
all of the things she went to the store for, but got sidetracked going to
That's
get
the
something
other
else.
thing. It's
No,
always
it's
the stuff you
chocolate
really
chips.
needed.
No, it's literally
Chocolate
chocolate chips and baking cups.
Baking cups.
She does not play around in the kitchen, y'all. She does not play around when it comes to baking
She's
cakes.
the original cake boss.
The OG cake boss,
She
for
is.
real.
She's the OB.
And yeah, they bring so many people so much joy. The way that she can nail any theme that somebody asks her, even the most
All right,
outlandish.
okay. Rapid fire. Craziest cake you can remember mom doing. Mine is the toilet bowl cake for the vegans.
I knew you were gonna say the toilet bowl cake.
All right, come on, someone else, because I got 3 more. I got 3 more.
Right.
Running.
Okay, I got
Say
2.
them,
Okay,
say them.
we have to do it one at a time. Okay, one at a time. The Ariel cake, where Ariel was swimming through the cake in the ocean.
Mermaid, Rocky, go.
I have 2. When I was a little kid, the one that blew my mind was the animal print cake. I feel like that was the first cake that she really like nailed. Like that cake just
Yeah,
looked,
we were like,
perfect.
hold on.
Like perfect
how'd
out of a
she do
story.
that?
Yeah.
Some part of me wants to say
the
that
other
was
one
one
is-
of her first times dealing with fondant.
Fondant, it was. And we were
Mhm.
like, hold up. How'd you
It
do
was,
that?
which is why it was crazy because she nailed it.
Mhm.
And then the other one is the Angry Birds cake.
The real
just,
live
like,
action Angry Birds. We were
nonsensically cool.
booming
Y'all,
on the
she
cake.
made a whole, what do they call that? Like a level of the game. There was a slingshot. There were little like blocks that would fall down. The birds got
The
How
cake
slick.
itself was like 3 feet tall. It was like
Honorable
yeah.
mention was the running roulette table cake for Uncle Mikey. That one was very cool with the ball, literally a roulette
that one was
cake.
wild.
Yep.
I also
Actually
thought of
was.
her frozen cake. I think that frozen cake looks like it came straight out of Disney World because she made the hair frosting look so realistic, and then she had the edible photo of Elsa. That was crazy.
All my birthday cakes, my sweet 16 cake, legendary. My Prince cake, double legendary.
Mhm.
More honorable mention. Remember Ravi's like 5th or 6th birthday, the construction cake, and it was true to life with Uncle Georgie on it.
Again, more context needed here. Our lives are crazy. Yeah, so
No
so
context. The people that know will know, because that
if you know, you know.
that was funny.
Dude,
That's
wait,
what I
okay,
need to
one
make
more.
a banner that says, if you know, you know. Go ahead, Ravi.
You remember the Willy Wonka cake? It was like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and she had like
Yes.
chocolate and stuff all over it, and she had like the fountain coming out the side, and she had like melted the chocolate, so it looked like. So I went to that summer stage thing, and mom bought the cake, and she like set it down and was like, all right, here's the cake, I'm going home now. And they were actually having the party in a different place. So they were like, all right, Ravi, we need to move your mom's cake. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll get it. I'll move the cake since it's my mom's cake. Dude, the party was like half a mile away. And I thought mom's cake would be light. Mom's cake was like 3 stories and
That was a
literally
huge
weighed
one.
like 20 pounds. And my little like 12-year-old self, dude, I've never like pushed myself harder. Like my muscles after I put that cake down were so sad. It was awful. Were you guys there the one time she straight up fell down the steps with a cake? You guys
when
weren't
did
there
that
for that?
happen?
It was a
Where were
creamer
we?
get together. I don't know. It was me and Dad in the van, waiting for Mom
Oh.
impatiently.
Wait,
Were you there?
these steps, the porch steps.
Yes, the
Yes.
porch steps. Dude,
I
Dad,
mean,
you were there?
in somebody's defense, didn't she have a heel on? Like she was wearing
Yes.
a heel
Oh
of
yeah.
some
No,
sort.
I'm not saying it wasn't justified, but I've never had my heart sink faster than like it was one of those stressful nights. Mom's rushing to get the cake done. Dad and I are sitting in the car like, all right, here we gotta wait for Mom, and then she comes outside and just boink. Like we were in the car and she just disappeared down the steps.
Mind you, viewers, we try to help. We say, Mom, let us take the cake.
Oh,
Mom,
yeah.
let us, please, Mom, let us do it. And then she says, no, I gotta. She has to take her cake, which we have come to respect. She has to take her cake, and
Yes.
she took a time.
And this is a running
just
theme.
one
This-
time.
Let's turn this characteristic into a positive trait of hers. When we offer to help, she says no. The woman is capable of doing any and everything. We're just like, we could take a load off your shoulders. We can help with this. We can do this. No, get out my way. I got it. And then she does got it. And then she
does
completes
got
something.
it, and we're
And the
like,
next thing you know, you have the best cake ever at your special event. And it's because Michelle did everything and she didn't need anyone's help.
and she likes it like that.
And
Yes.
the one time something went wrong, it was just a fluke, and she just flopped
It's
down
'cause
the
she had on a
steps. Like
heel.
it's just
It
it's
was
just
heel.
Because she had heels on.
99.9% of the time.
If she had on her New
So impressive.
Balances, 99.9% of the time she has on her New Balances, if she doesn't miss a step.
Not the New Balances. Oh my god.
Avana, you coming with me? I need to go to Kohl's. I'm running to Kohl's.
New Balances are on sale. You go to and then wait, hold on. And then you get to the store, and then they don't have wide, and then you gotta call the next store to find the wide.
Yes.
I was with her once when she was trying to find the same exact shoes that she had been wearing for like 3 years. She walked into the store with the shoes on her feet and was like, y'all have
I need
these?
these. I can't do this. This is a bad idea.
Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts.
We're not gonna roast Mom yet. Okay. Excuse me, do you have these shoes that are on my feet? Okay.
They were
Okay.
literally like, man, we haven't. The guy was like, I see them in the computer, but we haven't had them in 3 years. Like, I don't know what you want. me
Well
to
then,
do.
that works. How do you know when Mom is really, really, really happy, smiling from within the depths of her soul?
She has a very, very big grin that she does sometimes.
The creamer
like,
grin, indeed.
The creamer grin that she does, that's when she's pretty happy.
Mm-hmm. What makes that smile happen, though?
Mom's creamer grin happens.
I'm having...
No, because it's like you mean like extreme. Like I know what you mean, and it's like what would make her have that huge giant grin? I guess like big surprises. She's kind of a surprise liker. Like when we do the family surprise pop-ups, however many times a year we be doing those with the families, our family members.
Mm-hmm. Surprises for her or surprises that she's in on for other people?
Both
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yes. She's like sneaky. I think that's the reason I like surprising people so much. Too.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, ha, I gotcha. Like, yeah.
My first thought was more.
Oh. I got another good one. Oh, like sales and clearance stuff.
A good day at Goodwill. We'll put that smile on Mom's
Well,
face. Yeah.
yes, like she will, be very happy.
A good day at Boscov's. Wait, I just saw her in my brain. She shuffled out from behind a rack of clothes like, Ava, can you believe this is only $7?
It's on sale.
It's on sale. Look at this price. This is amazing.
The markdown price.
Yes. Look at this sticker.
Um,
Ravi, go ahead.
that to me is like medium mom happiness. Like peak level mom happiness is her crying laughing. And I feel like we
Yes.
get that impressively often, that she laughs so hard that you're like, are you
What
alright?
makes her
Like,
what makes her
she-
laugh that hard other than animal videos on Facebook?
Okay. Dang, because that's what I was gonna say.
Do you remember? Okay, here's the question. Do you remember a specific animal video that made mom cry laughing?
Yes.
Tell us the video.
Avana, you got one?
What is the little cat's name in the box that she could not get enough of? Maru.
Maru.
Mom was Maru Cat's #1 fan.
Yes, she was. And she would
Mom
cry.
was literally, I'll never forget one time we were doing like something was happening, either she was doing some computer work or one of us had a project and we had the computer set up. It was when the desktop was in on the kitchen table for a couple days, and I remember she stayed up all night. We were up all night on YouTube watching cat videos, dying laughing, like was not getting old. Different cat, different cat, different cat.
Yep.
Same crying laughter each time.
Every time. She did not stop.
She gets very serious about her childhood stories, and I just be like, write a book, get the screenplay, please, because this is just too good to be true. Well, not too good to be true, but it's just the way that you're telling. Like, she's a great storyteller.
She's such a storyteller. What are some of the childhood stories that stand out? The first one that I thought of just now was when I found out that they knew that they were in a more racist neighborhood and had gotten, I think it was a German Shepherd, and someone in the family really did pull a trainer in to train the German Shepherd specifically to protect mom. I think this happened before. Maybe
it was in Jersey. I'm
before
pretty sure they were living in Jersey somewhere around that time. But
or I think it might have been Cherry Hill. Yeah,
that's a great story. If you could ever hear her tell that one, definitely listen to that one. I think some other good ones are about her horse. Recently, I forget why were we driving through Virginia? I forget. But we stopped at, she showed me one of the houses they lived at when they lived on the eastern shore in Virginia, I'm pretty sure. And how she had a horse. She had a horse that went crazy. That she was on one time and it went crazy. Or the horse got out. Something happened and she had a crazy horse.
This is news to Ravi and I, judging by the look on our faces.
Yeah, ask her about the crazy horse story. One time, she was upset, yelling at me for something, and she tried to punch me in the arm. She was Mom was a sucker puncher.
Why do mom's punches hurt so bad?
That girl got an arm. And
I feel like we all have the same spot in our arm that we can hold on to and caress right now because she got us in the same spot.
But one time I ran and something happened and like my weight just moved, it didn't connect, and she hurt herself, and I was like, I gotta get out of here, I need to escape. This is not good. This is not good.
I was gonna tell the same exact story.
Literally.
If mom was completely fearless, what do you think the first thing is that she would do?
That's hard because she will literally do a lot.
I think for that reason, like the very first thing she would do is like skydive.
Yeah, I was gonna say skydiving because most other stuff she'll do. Following
You
me,
think she wants to skydive?
Following me to Southeast Asia.
This is true.
That's pretty fearless. That's when I knew I was like, oh, okay, there's nothing you won't do with me, huh?
If fears and money weren't an issue, mom would.
Yeah, I was about to say money. Yeah. So that's something about our mom. She'd do it all. In my brain, I just heard like buy a mansion. She'd just be like, all right,
super
mansion.
adventurous. Yeah, mansion. Yeah, she would go on some adventures, go to the rainforest. I think.
Zip line or something crazy.
No, she's not afraid of heights. Yeah, she would zipline.
No, I don't know if she ziplined because one time she like, I have a lot of memories of her talking smack about ziplining. Like she like certain things she like complains about how it's dangerous and obnoxious and why would humans want to do that, and ziplining.
Because it is dangerous and obnoxious, and why do humans do it? She kind of has a point. Ziplining, skydiving, stuff that I like to partake in. It is crazy how you're like, hold on, wait, this is a little crazy. So she's very smart with what she does, but she's
sensible
also,
in that way.
Yeah, but she's also very like adventure, like won't really say no. She'll try a lot of stuff.
What's the most adventurous thing you recall mom doing thus far?
A crazy Thailand story was when we were in Thailand and briefing. I booked a solo trip to Thailand and I told my parents I was going, and then, I don't know, next thing I know, I blinked my eyes and my mom was in Thailand with me.
Just like that.
Yeah. I did not give her an invitation, but alas, she was there, and I had the most amazing, memorable trip ever. That is just like such an amazing memory that I love to hold on to, that I get to hold on to forever. And we went to the Thailand Grand Canyon. One of our greatest vacations together as a family was to the American Grand Canyon. So we're like, yes, of course we're going to go to the Thailand Grand Canyon. Let's go see the canyon. So we took, I forget how we got there. I think we took a bus, and then we had to walk. And we got there, and it turns out that the canyon had water in the bottom, and it was a lake. Like, water was in the bottom of the canyon. And then you look down, and it was literally like Wipeout. Like, it was like those huge balls, the 3 balls that you have to run and bounce on. It was the water thing where you lay on one side and one person jumps and you fly into the air. It was like the most extreme, not a water park, like the most extreme looking water sports, trampoline
obstacle
stuff,
course kind of situation.
Courses. Yeah, and you had to like, there's ones where like you could go against each other, and it was like put on your little life vest, and she put on the life vest and went with me. And I don't know how the muscles in her arms just activated, and she just pushed herself up, and then she did it once, and she realized that she could not do it again, and she had to like stay in the one little area. She's like, because like you're in the water and the things are pretty high out of the water, you really have to. Yeah, we did a couple obstacles, and then she found a nice little lounge inflatable part, and just floated.
She deactivated her arms.
Yeah, and we were just sitting in there inside of the canyon in Thailand, like, yes, the Thai Grand Canyon, and then like people are like flying in the air in the water.
That's wild.
That was a good one.
I don't remember hearing about that. Are there pictures of that?
I have pictures. There's pictures of her with a giant panda doing the pose.
Oh yes, the pose.
T feet, and pose.
On the count of 3, show me a mom facial expression. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, what face did you guys do? I did the side eye.
I did the really.
Yeah.
I did the like just ate weird food. I did the like just ate weird food or is confused by something you're doing.
Oh, she does scrunch up her whole face.
It scrunches up her nose.
She's like, what?
Mind you, Ravi, you said weird food first because she makes.
Because I always make weird food.
When you make weird food, I'm like, weird food face. Yeah,
Mom, come here. I made this sushi tiramisu burrito.
Ew!
You made what?
She goes
tiramisu burrito.
She goes like this. She looks at you like this, and then she goes whack.
Yeah, that noise.
That's funny. When's the last time Mom side-eyed Avana that you recall?
Side-eyed me?
Mm-hmm.
Like being the side-eye to me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Probably when I go out and I'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll be back.
Because if anyone knows that Avana doesn't come back, it's her mama. She did not be coming back. All right. What do you think the inside of Mom's brain sounds like?
It sounds like...
My initial thought was something ignorant. I can't take it seriously.
What does the inside of Mom's brain sound like?
What's that song, Ravi? Who sings Radioactive?
Why are you asking me, dude? I play jazz.
I don't know. I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. I think that song blasts in her head, and she just does everything she needs to do in her day.
So she's just got powerful, intense rock music that gets her through the day.
Yes, like I really
can
think
see
that there's an intense sound in her head that she hears.
What does that say about it? It goes back to what you said about her being a go-getter. I get what you're saying. She's very much so like, what do I gotta get done? I'm about to get it done. What do I need in order to get done what I gotta get done?
I was gonna say there's never not a day where she feel like where there's something like gotta get something done. I got so much to do today.
I don't disagree.
I think that is just like she has some like music that is
I
just
think in her head is, what's Ava doing? What's Avana doing? What's Ravi doing? What's Ben doing? I wonder what Leslie's doing. What's Roslyn doing? What's blah 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 doing? What's everybody doing? What do I need to be doing? All right, let me go do what I need to be doing. But while I'm doing what I'm doing, I wonder what Ava's doing. I wonder what Avana's doing. I wonder what
Hold on,
Rocky's
wait. I
doing.
need to let the dog out. Let me let Nala out. And what is he doing?
I wonder what Nala's doing.
What's the dog doing?
What you doing, Nala? Gotta go pee? All right, let me let the dog out. While I'm letting the dog out, I wonder what Ben's doing. Ben? Ben, what you doing?
I feel like mine was even I'm gonna share that my initial thought. Mine was a firm combination of both of yours because I imagined like machines, like heavy metal, like clunking and noises and stuff.
Yeah, like
But-
radioactive. That's
but
why I thought of that
specifically-
song.
But specifically, I imagined like all of these big heavy machines, specifically making like stuffed animals. I imagine Mom as being like this super intense person, but then it comes out and it's like, what's like the noise from SpongeBob? It's like a mama.
Like a Care Bear. It's like making Care Bears.
Which is
So
why
what you're
she's
saying
super-
is, it's her in the kitchen making an elegant or fluffy children's cake. Like she's just
Or it's
like,
her being super intense, but that intensity is devoted to what's Ben doing? What's the dog doing?
what's Ava, Avana, and Ravi doing? What can I be doing for all these people?
It's
Let me bake
intense,
them a
but
cake.
It's intense, but it's fluffy.
What aspect of Mom has shaped your perspective on relationships? What is something about Mom that has shaped your perspective on relationships? For me, I'm going to say being understanding, toughen it out, giving things time, or being more flexible. That's my answer.
My answer is that I can still do what I want. Like, even though you're in a relationship, you can still have your own.
Be
You're
your own,
supposed
do your
to-
own.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're still supposed to. You're supposed to still, like, if it's
I'll
not
never
like
forget.
that,
Yeah,
then it's not right.
right. I'll never forget that like halfway adulthood talk. That's like you can't just rely on a guy. You need to have your own.
Yeah, but then it's like but she really exemplifies that to me.
I think, Robbie.
Yeah, you can't really expect any one person to give you like 100% of what a relationship is supposed to be, which is why I feel like Mom was like, for me at least, Mom is tough love. Mom is like knows what's best for herself, knows what's best for you, and knows how to meet in the middle and make it so that you're experiencing everything kind of the way that you want it to happen.
Mhm.
So yeah, and to me that's at least 50, maybe 75% of a relationship. So yeah, no, figuring out what I think it's basically the same as Avana, is knowing what you want and having a clear, concise, and manageable way to make it happen. Mom is good at that, and that's not even just a relationship thing. That's just a general thing. Yeah.
Yeah, understanding individuality. What do we share in common with Mom, and also in what ways do we differ?
We share in common. I think that we both have in common our adventurous side. I get that from her. I get my I think I get like my open-mindedness from her, and how you have to give respect to get respect, and the like. I get my spirituality, I think, from her. She's very... It's crazy how some people can be so, like, good and spiritual, and you put that synonymously with different types of religion and lifestyles, and it's just... Mom is very, like, streamlined. Like, she's not super into the church, not really forcing you to do anything. It's just genuine, like, good. So I think I get that from her too. I'm just very, like, streamlined with the basic respect, love, being open-minded, and a good person.
In some ways, I was the same name as Mom, and now I feel like I'm just learning to not be. I'm learning both sides of the coin, but there was nothing wrong with thinking this way initially. Like you were saying, Mom is very streamlined. I don't think of Mom as being very spiritual at all. Not that be spiritual has to... Not that the opposite of spiritual is streamlined. But Mom is a very grounded person, in my opinion. At least that's always been my perspective of her. She's very down to earth and very, like, if your head's too far up in the clouds, I feel like she can just say one sentence that's like, and suddenly the whole universe is like okay,
Right.
I guess I'm really just this one person in this one scenario dealing with this one thing. So I feel like I'm. It's not that I'm growing out of it. I'm starting to gain some insights through you and Ava about how life can also go. But I feel like that was a good way to start, was to have that instilled in me by my mom.
Yeah. Back to reality. Be realistic.
Yeah, she definitely taught you gotta be realistic.
I'm surprised nobody said anything about music. I think that a part of our love for music comes from mom. Of course from dad too, but this is a Mother's Day special. The way that we love music, the way that we get excited about music, you know, we definitely get that from her and share that with her.
Those drives when you would run errands with her after work, WDAS on the radio.
Yes.
The only other time I feel that type of vibe and energy is when I'm with Aunt Rosalind and the radio is on. Because it's like, what is this music doing to you? Because y'all can't sing and you can't dance that good. So.
Okay, see, I knew this was going to come back up. Hold on. Okay, I knew this was going to come back up. Impersonate mom jamming to a song. I'm going to go way back. There's only going to be a specific demographic of people that are going to know what I'm about to do. But car rides, after she got off work, going to the grocery store, you gotta be bad, you gotta be cool, you gotta be wiser.
Oh no,
that was like the jam. And mommy would sing it while she was driving. And you know how like mom can like kind of sing, but she kind of can't? But she has a very low voice. She'd be like, you gotta be cool, you gotta be
yeah.
Like she'd be so serious.
She could kind of say that way. Okay, no. See, that was your vibe. Tina Marie. When you hear that, everybody get up! And she would turn the radio all the way up and we would just be like, oh, Tina Marie makes her sing. And that is when you realize that she can't sing.
In comparison to Tina Marie, especially. Yes. Ravi, when has mom jammed?
I feel like I can't think of specific songs that mom would jam to. I do also feel like she jams a lot when I'm in the car. Sometimes I think she's doing it. Oh, I think it's Avana. Sometimes it feels like she's doing it not to mess with me, but it's just like, you know, mom. Sometimes it's like, oh, my musical son's in the car. And she like, I don't know if you guys get this one, but she'll start tapping on the steering wheel and bopping back and forth. And she'll have both hands on the steering wheel like this, and she'll be going like this. It's always like fast, funky songs where she's like.
Wait, and then like sometimes it's like she like,
You want to talk about side eye? I will be looking at her while she's doing that, like. Oh my goodness.
It's so cute though, and like she's always for some reason like sometimes she's leaning up against the steering wheel.
Yes, that's the other. She has her arms like this, and she's up against the steering wheel, like.
And then for some reason there's always like a lip bite involved. Do you agree, or am I just imagining that? Yes.
He bites her bottom lip, puts it under her teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
While we're on the subject of talking about cars, I cannot wait to have my own children one day, potentially, so that we can be in the car, and when I make a super tight turn, I'll go, skirt! Your grandmother always used to do that.
We all had in our brain every time mommy used to be like, oh snap, skirt!
She verbally says skirt.
Whose mom verbalizes the driving?
Skirt or ski?
Yes, ski.
The ski.
Alright, folks. I suppose I'm interviewing myself again. I'll try to do it about my mom, I guess. What do we got? How can I interview myself about my own mother? How has your mother nurtured your passions?
Vana's still not back?
No, she's not.
Oh, if she was back, I'd have to add her. So there's a chance that she's back and she can see us right now. And she's backstage. The camera's ridiculous.
Hey, Avana.
Pop this one in while we're chewing. Favorite thing that mom cooks?
Alfredo.
Yeah, man. Chicken shrimp Alfredo. She puts her heart in that every time.
Her heart and soul. Is that your answer?
Yeah, I think I agree. Shrimp Alfredo.
Dad. Oh, nah, B. I'm changing my answer. Chili.
Oh.
That chili, though?
Her chili is very great.
Her chili.
I also like when she
I'd
does.
go mac and cheese before I go chili.
Of course. Ravi used to be a mac and cheese fiend.
Show him.
One time we were having a family gathering, and Avana and I were best friends who would drive everywhere together. And mommy was like, guys, go get some rice. We thought she said 2 bags of rice. Guys, go get 2 bags of rice. We need 2 bags of rice. And I think we really did have curry. If you don't know, then now you know that we're all of Trinidadian and Indian descent. So, like, we had curry chicken popping for the family occasion. And it made sense for her to ask for 2 bags of rice. But we
rice
also...
cooker,
rice cooker, you know, curry chicken. Like, but we also had a cooler for drinks. And she actually said 2 bags of ice. And we came back with 2 bags of rice. And
she definitely gave us she gave us the side eye and the straight face look but then it was a good laugh.
She laughed. She was cracking up.
Yeah.
She thought it was so funny. Don't let it be like a K-turn or something. Because then she literally would be like, skeet, skeet, skeet. And just say skeet like 3-4 times in a row. Skeet, skeet, skeet.
Literally going into parallel parking.
Mm-hmm. Skeet, skeet, skeet. How are we different from mom?
The music thing, obviously.
As far as taste in music?
No, as far as being musical. Not that mom isn't musical, but like not exactly someone who ever took like piano
actual
lessons
or
or anything like that. Yeah, at least for me,
Okay.
that's the obvious one.
I'm going to say just basic overall intelligence and like her mental capacity is wild to me. The fact that she was going to brave being a neurosurgeon at a young age when she did start college. Like, our mother has genius level talent. I think the 3 of us do have different things that we are genius about, but it's not the same. I don't know. For Ravi, it feels borderline like neurosurgeon, musician, science. Mom face.
Mom's like so. I mean, it really just boils down to what is it like the 7 intelligences? I feel like all of our intelligences are some kind of creative, or maybe a social or interpersonal. I do feel like mom's intelligence is entirely like, not entirely, but mostly like just calculated,
Logic,
mathematical. Avana, you're talking about where she was at her life when she was your age, but it's also like what she was doing. Like office work, neurosurgeon, nursing, like all of these things that are so big brain, for lack of a better word. None of us ever, not that we don't have the capacity for that, but that's just not what we did.
Our brains are literally working differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are wired differently. Or it's because or maybe we saw, it's also because she knows what her life has been like and gave us opportunities to do things other than that, because she realized that wasn't the thing for her and gave us more pathways.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Rapid fire, what has mom taught you?
A lot about Microsoft Word.
Plug.
And Excel.
Shameless plug.
Here we go again.
Where's my Ferrero Rocher?
Mom is someone who's necessarily not compassionate, but it's not always in a conventional sense. Like we joke about how like she'll ask us to wait in line and while she goes to get something in the store, and then we're just awkwardly kind of there. That to me is like a weird. That is technically like the opposite of compassionate. That's putting us in an uncomfortable position. So I don't know. Mom's not compassionate in a conventional sense, which is why I think I don't know if we differ from her by thinking more about what other people think. It's admirable that mom cares so little about what other people think. And I think that's exactly why we 3, at least I, and I think you, maybe not so much Avana, find ourselves caring so much about what other people think, because we're used to having a mom who is impressively good at not caring.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing. The fact that it does come off as like a positive thing too, to just be like, no, the world doesn't revolve around y'all just like it doesn't revolve around me, and I'm living my life just like you're living your life. So we're all gonna calm down. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. That's crazy. I'm curious to hear what Avana has to say
that's
about
a hard thing to achieve, which is why it's so impressive that she's capable of it the way she is.
Ravi was talking about a certain lack of compassion, because she's absolutely compassionate in other ways, but that thing that mom can do where she stops caring about what other people think to a certain extent, comparable to the whole waiting in line for her to go get something and come back. The way that she just will be like, no, I need to go get something and everybody's gonna wait, or I need to do something and you're gonna chill.
Yeah. I think I was gonna say she has taught me independence, and I think that ties into her independence. That it's just like, I need to do it, and
it goes back to what you said about her being a go-getter. Like, just what do I need to go get? Let me go get it. All right, done.
Right.
Boom.
I know Ava and I relate on that level, so it's interesting that Avana would say that. I would totally say that Avana is the one who is most closely like mom in that way, of being to just be like,
I was
"Hey,
gonna
do
say you
this,
said
I'm gonna
that,
do
and
it."
I was like, I do that.
Yeah, no, me and Ava don't. I don't think for the
Yeah.
most part. It's still it's like a
It's
challenge
hard.
that we're growing
And
into.
I like what you said, Ravi. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a skill to acquire. It's something that I have practiced in certain ways, you know, to not make it so that I'm making important decisions at the beck and call of the thoughts of another person or the desires of another person. You know, it's definitely something worth figuring out. But what would mom warn other people about us?
She would say,
I like
she
this
would
one.
say, if it was a boy, she would say about Ava, she crazy.
If it was a boy,
Yep.
she would tell a boy I'm crazy.
Yep.
Thanks.
Are
Let
we
the
doing
whole
these for each
podcast.
other?
Let the whole right. Like, why are we doing this for each other? Let the whole podcast audience know
Oh,
that
I was
I'm
supposed to
so
talk about
crazy, and that's
myself?
why I'm so single.
I'm supposed to talk about myself.
Yes, Avana. It's supposed to be
As
about
we have been
you.
this whole time, you weirdo.
Oh.
I'm not crazy. I don't know why she would say that. I'm actually quite sane compared to a lot of other people.
Sounds like something a crazy person would say. I'm actually quite sane. Jeez, dude.
If mom were warning a boy about Avana, she would say, "You sure you can handle that?" That's what she would say. Can you think you can handle my daughter? Mm.
Alright, now that you two have had your fun, I'll say my own. None of y'all are saying shit about me.
All right. Nope. Freeze. Let's see what mom would say about Ravi. Is anyone else hearing this stupid click in the audio?
Yes, I totally am. I totally am. Wait, did it just go away when Avana left?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, nice.
It went away when you left,
Avana,
Avana.
it's you.
Mom warning people about Ravi.
Okay.
I was muted, but I said, "Oh crap."
Mom warning a girl about Ravi.
Oh, a girl. I forgot we were.
Yeah,
in a
I also didn't
relationship.
know you guys were doing relationships.
Okay, my thing is just like he's very dedicated to his craft. Please understand.
That's generous.
Please understand that you know, if he doesn't talk to you when you want to talk to him, it's because he's doing something that involves his craft, and you'll have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Avana, what were you saying?
That he's pretty emotional.
Which could be in a good way.
You may not know it. You know, nothing. He's just an emotional man.
So if you're not used to men that are aware of or that express their emotions, that's what you're dealing with. You might want to get used to it.
I'll take it. I'll buy that with a penny.
Ravi, you didn't do one for me.
Oh. You crazy.
Words to describe mom. Fun.
Adventurous.
Ravi.
Fun, adventurous, creative.
Fun, adventurous, creative, funny. She's
Fun.
funny.
Fun.
Passionate.
Fun, adventurous, creative, funny, passionate, and
Stern.
hardworking.
Hardworking, stern. Okay.
I would say
Fun,
stern.
adventurous. We said F, the number 5. Fun, adventurous, creative, passionate, stern, hardworking. Am I missing one?
You said adventurous, right?
Yeah. Okay. I would also like to add intelligent, like intelligent and intellectual.
Yeah. Just smart.
Mhm.
I was gonna say punctual, like late as in the opposite of punctual. Late.
You had to mention it eventually. Good point.
He's late.
We can be pretty upfront about that, yeah.
Got you, Mom.
If you tell my mother to be somewhere at 2 o'clock, she'll arrive at a solid 4:15.
I hope everyone who's ever relied on me, like before I drove myself places, I hope everyone who's ever relied on me is hearing that and going, "Oh, so he was telling the truth." For all the times when we would show up to places an hour late and people would be like, "What is wrong with you?" "No, it was my mom," and no one would believe us.
Yep.
Please believe us.
Please believe us.
Please, goodness
You
gracious.
hear that, Mr. Young?
Literally, I will absolutely send this to him for that reason.
Please listen to my
Mhm.
podcast for this one.
Just for this very reason right here. No, I'm gonna chop it up. I'll send that clip straight to Ravi. What do you think Mom loves most about Dad?
His multifacetedness. I think that she likes to be able to ask him for. I think she should like to be able to ask him, like, whatever she needs, she can kind of ask him for, and he will figure out something. Just like
No matter what it is.
yeah, like the manly stuff that your wife needs to ask your husband. Like, there's no middleman with that. It's like, you need this done. Okay, there's not another
He's
phone
got an
call.
answer.
Yeah, there's not another phone call that happens after. There's not another man that's gonna come and help him do anything really.
Even though we said that there's nothing Mom could do that would surprise us, I feel like, to Avana's point, Dad keeps her from ever having to do anything that surprises us. Like, maybe, perhaps, I would be surprised if Mom poured concrete. I think if Mom had to pour concrete, she would.
She would do
But
it.
I think Dad keeps her from having to pour concrete. Like, he does enough. I feel like Mom can do a lot of things, but Dad keeps her from having to ever push
Yeah,
herself too hard
both
to do too
aren't
much.
hardworking, then it wouldn't go together. Yeah, that's crazy. Imagine if Mom had to do something like do stuff like that.
Dad's just like, I got it.
Yeah, but she would. The crazy thing is that she would be doing it.
Yep.
So like it's crazy that she's with someone else that is equally as capable as her in a masculine sense.
What do you think Dad loves most about Mom?
That she's equally as capable as him, but in a feminine sense. Their capabilities. I think that they look at each other and they have to just be like, you be doing a lot and I be doing a lot, and we just be doing a lot. I think that's what they think about each other.
You could summarize it as that Dad just. You could throw the coin out about Dad doing a lot of things, not necessarily perfectly, and Mom being the meticulous one who always goes back and like does all the fine details and stuff. Just the other day, we were looking at the T-Bird, and Dad put the vinyl top on the T-Bird, and it looks great. But Mom got right up on it and was like, "See, your father cannot run a clean edge. You are gonna let me come out here with some caulk, and I'm gonna run all of these seams for you because they look sloppy because of your father." Sure, Mom. Okay.
Perfect example.
Kind of meticulous.
How does Mom show that she loves us?
To us specifically, just like the 100% momness. Like, I've never seen mom turn off her mom, and I have been realizing now that I'm an adult and I'm like, other like people my age have kids. Like, I could be a parent, but I'm not, and it's just see how other people parent. It's just like, now that I'm not living at home anymore, I've realized that I have like parents that are 100% parents all the time. I cannot think of a night Mom has ever left me at home and said, okay, I'm going out, see you later. I can't think of a time where she said she's going out to eat and it's like, no, you're staying home. I've never seen her. Same thing for Dad. I've never seen them put their guard down and not
Parent.
Yeah.
They definitely take it to the next level.
I think it's kind of, I guess it's rare. I'm starting to see it's a little rare.
Okay. What's your biggest pet peeve? Do you have pet peeves? What are your pet peeves? We don't have enough time for that. What are your pet peeves? We'll be here till next week. You have to ask me some other question besides that. I have way too many pet peeves. What's the inside of your brain sound like? We tried to guess. What? What kind of question is that? Ravi, tell Mom what the inside of her brain, what we thought the inside of her brain sounds like.
My initial
What did
thought
we
was
say?
that
Insane.
Avana said it probably sounds like rock music all the time, like intense rock music. I said it probably sounds like metal. What I said is it probably sounds like a factory, like metal clanging and stuff, but it's specifically to make stuffed animals. Like, it feels like you're very intense and calculated, but it's with it's often with positive, nice intentions.
The first thing that occurred to me, Ravi responded, I didn't cut him off. I'll go with my really initial, just gut reaction to that. The bag of popcorn in the microwave.
That makes total sense, though. So your brain is.
I mean, I could come up with some other things, but that is literally the first thing that popped into my head.
That's interesting. What's popping when each pop pops?
It could be nerves. It could be explosions. Just, you know how people say my head is exploding, literally. And that's not necessarily a good sound. You know, it kind of irritating a little bit.
Could be bones.
Because you're thinking about too much all at once.
Yeah. So
How do you call
that could be interpreted two different ways. Giving it more thought, I can come up with something a little deeper than popcorn popping.
Is accurate. I think that you are constantly like, what's Amy doing? What's Avana doing? What's Ben doing? What's Ravi doing? What's the dog doing? Let's see. And then like your reaction to what everybody's doing is, what can I do to help this person? What can I do to help this person? What can I do for this person? What can I do for this person? Which could be popcorn pops. How do you deal with popcorn popping when it gets too fast and crazy?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Aside from talking about all the things that we love about Emma, all the things that we know about Emma, because clearly you know her very well. We're all very close with her in our own special ways. I just want to know.
Can we talk about how she doesn't always cooperate with
Who doesn't
you
cooperate?
all and your harebrained ideas, like putting Mom on the
We just spent
podcast?
2 hours talking
You
about
knew
how
not to tell me.
do cooperate for us.
Yeah, you knew not to tell me about this
You
ahead
don't
of
have
time
to, I
because
don't
I
have to
never
air
would
it.
have.
This is for the experience. I don't have to air this if you don't want me to.
Tell me anything. Yeah.
Ravi was laughing about you going down with the cake. I was cracking up when we were imitating you, jamming out in the car while you're driving. We were impersonating you, and you always lean up against the steering wheel really, really close, and your hands, you pat the beat with your hands, and then sometimes you bite your bottom lip and go, and you sing along with the song.
Always.
No, wait. We laugh pretty hard at the skeets too when you're driving.
That's what I was leading to. We were talking about you driving, and for some reason, you add the sound effects to what you're doing, and it's always skirt.
I drive a minivan. How else am I going to make that exciting?
Better a minivan is not skeeting nowhere.
The fact, so Avana was like, how come when she makes tight turns,
Ravi
she
can
always
tell
says,
you. Ravi can tell you. I whipped that minivan pretty hard. That's why it's getting worked on right now.
That's why it's busted.
Yeah.
And then I said,
We were saying how if any of us have kids, we can't wait to do our own skeets in the car and then say, your grandmother used to always do that.
make sure you know what sound the car is making as I make this tight turn.
I'm glad you guys are entertained.
We had for her, it was something about.
Yeah, I asked her what her pet peeves. You missed it. Her pet peeves. She said that we'd be here for 5 hours if we talked about her pet peeves. If she tried to list them.
I have so many. I don't even know where to begin with the list of pet peeves.
I told you she has some.
It's just the list is so long.
And then we also asked her about the inside of her brain, and she said the inside of her brain sounds like popping popcorn, and that's not a good thing.
In the microwave.
Oh my gosh.
You say so, Mom. Jeez. We're sorry.
I said it sounds like heavy metal, like retro rock music.
It sounds like everything is very intense, but it's always intense about being a good mom or a good family member. I tried to explain it to her.
No, you're wrong. That's not how my brain is working most of the time.
I think she's honest.
Mom's brain sounds like a whoopee cushion.
Brain fart. Just
Deflated
one brain
balloon.
fart after another. There's lots of brain farts.
She gets one balloon in her head every day, and it just deflates
yeah,
as the day goes on.
As the day goes on.
And then you just let it go. Let her all day.
Her whole inside of the brain is just.
Making that
When-
sound, and she just goes.
When the sound dies, I finally go to bed. That's when I go to sleep. That's because I can't sleep.
While you're sleeping, you blow it up again.
I can't sleep while that horrible, irritating sound is going off in
These
my
are
head.
terrible analogies.
Who picked these questions? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of funny stories. You guys know the story about how I was gonna beat up some guy. I can't say everything I want to say. When we found my dog in Philadelphia, when somebody stole.
I remember that. Saw your dog in the front lawn. The front yard.
Yes, yeah. Like after weeks or
And
months
you guys
of
wonder
searching.
why she searches for dogs.
Oh, geez, I didn't make that connection.
Yeah, I just really, just imagine I was probably about as big as Avana, but I really was ready to take down a grown man and like Pop up literally like just picked me up around the waist and I was like flailing and kicking and fighting because I was ready.
How old were you when this
I
happened?
really was going to put a hurting on that man for stealing my dog.
Yeah, I think if someone stole knowledge,
I don't remember.
Dump them.
I mean, like, were you a child? Were you a teenager?
I was probably a preteen. I might have been I can kind of remember where we lived. I probably was maybe 12,
Yeah, as I said,
10, 11, 12, something like that. But I was ready to scrap this grown man. I was not having it. Yeah.
Okay.
Did he say sorry?
Yeah. Did he
No,
say
no, he was trying to keep the dog. So he didn't believe that we were the owners, because how do you just ride down the street, cross the state line, and then see your dog in Northeast Philly? And he didn't want to believe it was our dog. So he was like, "No, that's my dog." And I was like, "Hang on."
At 12.
Yeah, mommy is just grabbing the dog, and literally.
Wait, so you did get the dog back?
So Papa Creamer is running block because mommy's got the dog, but I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to jump the guy's fence and
They're trying
fight
to leave
him.
with the dog, and you're trying to fight.
Yeah, well, he was not trying to let go of the dog. So me, mom, daddy's like, get the dog while I get Michelle. So mommy's got the dog running back to the car, like half a block down, still running, because I literally, I'm like jumping out the window. I'm jumping out the window to get my dog. The car did not come to a complete stop, and I'm like, boom, back down the block to get my dog. And the guy's out on his little stoop out front, and he's like, "It's my dog. What are you talking about?" So Pop-Pop parks, and here comes Pop-Pop, and we're gonna get our dog. We're gonna get our dog.
Oh,
but the guy is pushing back, so I'm like, I'm not having it. My dog is coming home, and mommy grabbed the dog, and I'm scrapping. And Pop-Pop just has me like at my waist, and I'm just flailing in every direction, like, let me at him. Like, you had my dog, like, you stole my dog, you just don't get to steal my dog with no repercussions.
What dog was it?
No repercussions.
Yeah, I'm like, who steals a kid's dog?
Imagine if mom solves one of these missing dog things. Mom's gonna roll up and beat somebody up.
And scrap with someone.
Who steals a child? Who steals a family? Who steals a dog from somebody's yard? A family
Wait,
pet
you're
from
positive
somebody.
that they stole it from the yard? And
Yeah,
the dog
my dog
get
didn't
out?
run. My dog wasn't a runner. No, she wasn't a runner.
kind of
Somebody
dog
had
was
to take her.
What kind of dog was it?
She was
this a
half
German
German,
Shepherd?
yeah, half German Shepherd, half Siberian Husky.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah, she
pretty
was
dope.
beautiful. Yeah. She was like Nolly, she slept next to my bed for years and years. Beloved family pet. And man, I was so heartbroken when she just went missing, just disappeared into thin air. And she was like in our fenced in backyard, going to the bathroom like Nala does, and went outside and she was gone.
That's kind of...
Posters, canvassed the neighborhood, looked everywhere, far and wide, like in Jersey. And then to be driving to go visit Nan, we took a different way. We took the Tacony Palmyra Bridge, and she was in that Tacony neighborhood.
And I'm like, how you gonna steal
You
a
know
dog
that
out of
you know
somebody's
that
backyard
what's the
and
name
keep it
of
in front
what's the name of the road? The main road. You come off the bridge, and that main one that goes up to Roosevelt Boulevard. No, the main drag. You go up one way and you come back down to the river the other way. And yeah, we were like slowing down to approach a red light, and I was just like daydreaming out the window like little kids do. And I'm looking at a fence at my dog, and I just screamed. And they jam brakes, and they jam brakes.
And then you're flying out the window.
I'm out the window, and they don't even know what the heck I said. I'm just out.
Out the car.
I'm like getting my dog, and I called her, and the dog was like, whoop, and I knew it was her immediately. Like, I didn't even hesitate. I knew it was my dog. Before I even got close to her, I knew it was her.
Were you the only child at the time?
No, Uncle B was...
Brian,
Maybe
Nanette. It was a few of them. Yeah, they all knew.
Oh, so they were all
Gino.
having the dog back.
Her name was Gino.
Wow, I'm getting a dog named Gino.
A girl dog named Gino. That's precious.
Mm-hmm.
Gino Benelli. Yeah, I can. Alright, I'm
Studio.
skedaddling. I can't wait to listen to
Alright, Avana's going out.
Be careful
Thanks,
out there, Avana. Watch
Yeah,
it.
I'll see.
Hope everyone had a great Mother's Day.
Alright, is it 12 midnight? Yeah.
Out there.
Yep. Yep.
Happy
Oh, by the way,
Mother's
did you know
Day,
that there's
Mom.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. It's after 12 a.m.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.